Yeah, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. Welcome back to another episode of the Fat Report, where I search out semi-interesting stories on the internet that may or may not have implications in world domination. Yet to be seen. Alright, well, let's just start with something light and airy, shall we? The FAA is going to ease restrictions on Boeing for its aircraft future deliveries. The Federal Aviation Administration announced that it will loosen certain restrictions that it had on Boeing, allowing the company to resume portions of the final airworthiness airworthiness certification process for its 737 MAX and 787 aircraft. That seems like probably a problem. The FAA had tightened oversight on Boeing due to two fatal crashes for the 737 in 2018 and 2019, and also included in that oversight was subsequent quality control problems that they had. Under the updated plan, problematic. Under the updated plan, Boeing employees will again be permitted to perform some of the inspections, only some, and approvals that had been handled solely by the FAA staff. This is still okay, I think. Not policing. It's like the police policing the police. It's probably a good thing the FAA is still involved. The FAA will continue to monitor Boeing's production lines and retain authority to issue final airworthiness certificates. The agency has not lifted the current production limit of 38 MAX aircraft per month, but indicated that a modest increase could be considered after further review. This change is intended to reduce delivery delays while maintaining safety standards. Well, I hope it works out for everyone who used to fly, because I'm not flying anymore. It could be because I can't afford 2 seats, but that's beside the point. Moving on. A hiker encounters a wild mountain lion in Washington State. I mean, that's where we're going with this. A hiker in the Olympic Peninsula of Washington State reported a close encounter of the wild kind with a wild mountain lion. I mean, what would you expecting to be encountered with a zoo animal in the wild? I mean, come on. Here we go, folks. A wild mountain lion while accompanying researchers who were tracking the animal for study. I'm gonna go with a duh. Like, you're tracking the animal and you encountered it. What were you expecting? Were you expecting to, run into its ghost? The group located the young male cougar Wait, hold on. I thought that was old ladies. Single ladies, would you please stand up? Using trained dogs and non-lethal tracking methods. What methods are what tracking methods? I actually would like to know what methods of tracking are lethal. Because if you're tracking something, it's not typically a lethal thing. You kind of just are tracking it. Like you're following it, like Bigfoot. During the process, the animal approached within a few feet of the team, paused briefly before moving away without incident. Sounds like the cat was curious and thought you may have been lunch and then realized that you were more than a morsel. But that's okay. State wildlife officials note that the mountain lions, also known as cougars, ladies, or pumas, isn't that a shoe brand? I thought that was a shoe brand. Whatever. Generally solitary and avoid humans. Confirmed attacks on people are rare, much like my steak. Researchers involved in the study emphasize that the encounter illustrates the presence of healthy predator population. Enough with the frickin' alliteration. Predator populations, especially peas, come on, in the region, and support ongoing efforts to monitor and conserve the species. All right. This one's a little sad, folks. I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna be honest here. It's a little sad. Alyssa Milano, the cookie. She makes the cookie. Does the thing with the she's the cookie that has the wafers and the chocolate and the thing. She got her boobs taken out. Sad days. Actor Alyssa. Oh, she's an actor. Oh, okay. Actor Alyssa Milano stated publicly that she has undergone surgery to remove her boobies. Implants. I mean, she's not actually getting her boobs chopped up. She's just getting the implants removed. Milano, age 50. Freaking, she's 52. God damn, that makes me feel old. Holy man. I need to drink less. Shared the information on social media posts and said the decision was personal and related to her own health and well-being. I mean, why else would you have taken them out? Unless there was a health wrong. Maybe there's a problem, but she confirmed that the procedure was elective. Oh, okay, yes, here we go. She confirmed that the procedure was elective and not a result of any medical emergency. Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad she's in good health, and she's her body is now reflecting her mentality. That's good for her. She has returned her body to the way that the Lord has made it. Milano had added and subtracted at the same time. The surgery was intended to align her body with how she wants to live now, and then she does not pass judgment on others who choose differently. Good, because when you remove things and then add things, and then we're trying to be politically we're trying to be politically correct here, folks. So when you take things away and then you add things on, and then you do the thing with the crossing of the swords, yeah. Announcement has been covered by some people in outlets and whatnot, and she's recovering fine. I'm happy for her. She's now going to be able to have cookies and cream. A Milano cookie. Okay, that's a really poor joke, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm struggling here, folks. Okay, that's good enough for today. So yeah, I thank you for joining me on another episode of the Fat Report. Remember, keep your tires lubed. It's important. It's very important to lube your tires, and always have a bottle of hydrogen peroxide around, because you never know when you might need to peroxide the hydrogen and make the third atom a bomb. Ow! Ow! Why would you do this to me? That hurt. Stop that. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's right. And of course, don't get your news from me. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Man, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.